What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and we are finally back on the Seattle Mariners franchise. It's been like over a month, and I know you guys have been killing me, wanting me to bring this series back, and I have done so just for you guys. We are going to finish out the season and maybe even keep it going into future seasons throughout the MLB offseason. Obviously, the MLB season is about to wrap up and about to move into the playoffs. We are about to move into September. This is the August monthly update, so let's get right into it. We won the last game. You guys saw 10-0. And then won the next game after that 5-1 against the White Sox, and then lost the last two, really not scoring too many runs. 0 runs, obviously, in this game, and then only 1 run against John Danks in that one. Didn't give up too many runs, only 3 in each one, but overall, if you don't score anything, you're not going to be able to win. So that is what's going on. We are 71-59 going into September. First game is going to have Felix Hernandez on the hill. You guys are going to see one of these games pretty soon. Maybe Taijuan Walker start, maybe even Felix to start, who knows, but I got to get a gameplay for you guys because I know you guys have been itching to see some Mariners franchise. But we only have 1 month left in the season. We are closing in on on the Angels. We're only a game and a half back. That's very close, guys. We are right in the thick of things in the American League West right now, and honestly, if we aren't able to secure the division, we could definitely have a chance in the wild card. We are leading the wild card right now by a couple games over the Red Sox and the Twins. Royals, Yankees, and Tigers are right there as well, but we do have a pretty solid record, 71-59, very, very good. But let's take a look throughout the league, see what's going on there. The Orioles have a solid 4-game lead on the Red Sox, but definitely that's still up for grabs with both the Red Sox and the Yankees. Unfortunately, the Rays and Blue Jays having terrible seasons. They're definitely out of it. The Indians are leading the AL Central by 6.5 games over the Twins, who still have a shot. Then the Royals are kind of in it, but not really. And then the Tigers and White Sox are pretty much out of it at this point in the AL Central. Now in the AL West, you guys already saw that. It's pretty much just a 2-horse race between us and the Angels. The A's, the Astros, and the Rangers are pretty far out of it right now, so the Angels and Mariners are pretty much the only ones competing for a spot there. In the NL East, we have the Nationals leading by half a game over the Miami Marlins, which is shocking that they are in second place, almost in first. The Mets are in third, still kind of, sticking around. 62-67 is not a great record, but they're still kind of in it, and the Braves and Phillies are pretty much out of it at this point. The Brewers are leading the NL Central shockingly by 8 games over the Cardinals, who actually have a very good record, very similar to our record, but the Cardinals not looking too great for that division. The Brewers are just playing fantastic baseball. Everybody else pretty much out of it, even though the Pirates and the Reds don't have terrible records. Maybe they have a chance in the wild card. The Dodgers, as always, you guys have seen this throughout the entire season. They have a crazy record, 82-46, up 12.5 games over the Giants, who have a record very similar to our record, yet the Giants are 12.5 games out, so that's absurd. Really hoping the Giants can get in a wild card spot because they kind of deserve it after that. That's a good season, but they're nowhere near the NL West league or whatever. So the Cardinals and the Giants are leading the wild card right now, along with the Marlins, Pirates, and the Reds are pretty much in that one. So that's what's up with the standings. Let's take a look at some league leaders. Batting average, Kyle Seager tied for first, just a little bit behind Adrian Beltre. I don't really know why. Maybe just random percentage points at the end that he's behind Beltre for right now, but he does have more hits, so that's pretty cool. Kyle Seager is leading the league in hits, 170, and he's up by 11, so he's pretty much locked up the hit title, if you will. But hopefully we can lock down that batting average title as well. It's pretty much a 2-horse race between him and Beltre. Cole Calhoun's in third with a 317 average, which isn't bad, but nowhere near as good as Beltre or Seager, so that's what's up with that. In terms of doubles, who is our top? It's got to be Kyle Seager, as always, 29 doubles. He has been a great player this entire season. In triples, we have the top two, I should say. Austin Jackson has 13 triples. He's actually had a very solid season, 280 average or 278 averages, not too bad, and also a ton of steals, a bunch of triples, stuff like that. So very happy about that. Miguel Cabrera, going into September, this dude has 50 home runs. He could easily end up with like 65. Maybe even challenge Barry Bonds for the record of 73. That would be a little bit tough. He might have to hit a home run pretty much almost every single game, but he could get kind of close. He could get into the mid-60s for sure. So Miggy is having a tremendous season. Definitely going to be a an MVP candidate. But Nelson Cruz right there, despite missing pretty much I think 2-3 weeks with an injury earlier in the season, or actually just about a month ago, he still is in third with 32 home runs, and then Robinson Cano in 13th with 22. So Cano's been a little bit of a disappointment this season. Wish his average was a little higher, but overall solid year for both of them. RBIs, Miggy's already got over 100, which is absurd. And our top RBI guy is Robinson Cano with 79. He's in 7th place, so not too bad, but that's kind of a product of the fact that he's in the middle of the order, So I'm happy about it though. top run scorer for us is Austin Jackson, 72. He's tied for 8th with David Freese. So obviously, being at the top of the order for Austin Jackson has paid off for him. He also has 47 stolen bases. I'm trying to push this into the 60s, maybe even the 70s if I can. I try to steal with him almost every time I get on. Sometimes it's a little ill-advised, but overall, I do enjoy stealing with him. He's pretty much my only stealing threat, and hopefully in future seasons, I can get more speed demons on my team, because I really do enjoy stealing. Austin Jackson, fun guy to have on my team. Base on balls, don't really walk enough. I wish I did more. Slugging percentage, Kyle Seager is in 6th, along with Nelson Cruz in 11th. Pretty cool right there. OPS, similar stuff. Kyle Seager in 7th, and I'm sure, where is he? Oh my goodness, Josh Harrison's in 20th. I guess Nelson Cruz is not as high as I thought he was. Yeah, 28th, so not terrible though. Corey Kluber's still lighting up the league. 18 wins. He could end up with like 23 if he pitches well. That's pretty crazy. Felix Hernandez, though, is tied for 5th with 13 wins, and Hisashi Iwakuma tied for 11th with 12 wins. He has, very low-key been one of my best starters, probably my best starter, most consistent at least throughout the entire season, so very happy with how he's played. In terms of saves, Fernando Rodney is in 12th with 29. He's been kind of a disappointment all season. If you guys remember, I tried to make some moves to pick up another closer. It didn't happen, so Fernando will have to be our guy going forward, and hopefully he can pick it up, especially moving into the playoffs if we do make it. ERA, Hisashi Iwakuma is in 3rd with a 2.57 ERA. That's very good, obviously. Only guys ahead of him are Alfredo Simon and Garrett Richards. So Iwakuma, a couple more good starts. He could be in the running for Cy Young, possibly. He's been that good. Home runs allowed, he's also 1st in home runs allowed, along with J.A. Happ, I've been very happy with J.A. Happ. Even though he's my 5th starter, he has a 4.26 ERA, nothing insane, but he's really kept the damage low, and I really like that. But Iwakuma, obviously, like I said, just has had a great season so far for me. In terms of strikeouts, Taijuan Walker and Felix Hernandez still number 1 and 2. That's how it goes. Taijuan Walker just throws gas. I love him. He's one of my favorite players on the whole team, even though he doesn't pitch extremely well for me. He just gets a ton of Ks, so it's kind of cool. Innings pitched, Hisashi Iwakuma in 5th on that. Walks allowed, don't really care too much about that. Whip, I wonder where my top whip is. I feel like I go up on a lot of hits. Iwakuma with a 1.23 in 19th right there, so not insane, but still pretty solid. Let's take a look at awards, and that might be it for us. Maybe we'll take a look at how we think we're going to fare in the next couple days, in the next couple weeks, I should say, in the season. For MVP, right now, Miguel Cabrera is leading, like I said, 50 homers, 108 RBIs, almost tops in batting average. He's got to be the MVP at this point. And then Stanton in the NL, very close though with Ryan Braun and Anthony Rizzo, all have very similar stats. So that'll be interesting to see. Cy Young, Felix Hernandez somehow in 2nd place for this. I think Iwakuma's had a better year, but hey, they're putting Felix there, and I'm not going to complain. Although I definitely think Kluber's had a better year than him. In the NL, it's got to be Clayton Kershaw. Somehow Matt Latos making the list, and then Jose Fernandez, who obviously was injured to start the season, but overall has had a great year as well. Batting title right now, Kyle Seager is leading 337. I think it's at 335 on the other page. Whatever, no big deal. He's leading the batting title right now, so that'd be cool if we could win that. And then Matt Kemp, Stanton, and Ryan Braun, so 2 guys that were in the MVP race, are also up top for the batting title. Reliever of the Year award, we don't have anybody. Dellin Betances, 42 saves, 2.04 ERA. Got to go to him at this point. And then Steve Cishek, ooh, the ERA is trash, but I guess a ton of saves are cool. My pick would be Kenley Jansen, though. 1.75 ERA is crazy. Rookie of the Year, Byron Buxton, Rusney Castillo from my real favorite team, the Boston Red Sox. Pretty cool right there. And Eric Canizaro, never even heard of that guy. Jock Peterson, Mike Foltynewicz, and William Cho, so that's interesting. Cool players right there. Hank Aaron Award, best hitter in each league. Pretty much just going to be the same as MVP almost. Gold Glove for stuff I don't really care too much. Let's see if we have anybody. Robinson Cano in 2nd for second base. So that's kind of pretty interesting right there. Nobody else, unfortunately. Silver Slugger, we're probably going to have a couple. Robinson Cano should have the 3rd baseman. That's what sucks about Adrian Beltre doing so well, is Kyle Seager might not even win Silver Slugger, which is crazy. And we probably don't have any other ones. So that is that. Let's take a look at the upcoming calendar, and then we'll end out the video. And then, like I said, in a couple days or so, we'll have another game for you guys. So September, looking ahead, we got 1 game against the White Sox, a few against the Astros. These Oakland games are going to be big. The biggest games of the season, though, are going to be these 3 against LA, and then the 3 right after that against LA as well. So those are huge. Definitely got to come out with at least probably 4 wins out of those 6 games. That would be gigantic if we could do that. But that will do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down below, and let me know if you're excited for the Mariners franchise to be back. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.